Ved Vyasa, who in a way composed the verses of Mahabharata, does not leave anybody without a past, including Krishna. His past lives are being talked about. Krishna and Arjuna as Nara Narayana, every one of them being shown as a consequence of what they were in the past and how they're battling to change the consequence of who they are. Duryodhana alone, he lives untouched. He does not give him a past because he does not want the one who is Duryodhana to escape the context of who he is with an excuse of the past. So Duryodhana is the only character in the whole of Mahabharata who does not have a past life, because Vyasa does not want to leave that excuse to him. I am like this because… there is no because for that kind of behavior. There is no because for that kind of emotion. There is no because for the kind of life that he lives. So, Vyasa wants him to be 100% responsible for everything that he is. So he does not give him an outlet. For everybody else, for the good and bad that they are, for the beauty and the ugliness that they are, there is a past, and this is shown as a consequence. This one man is not allowed this privilege. He is who he is simply because he is who he is. There is no excuse for him. So you must understand, the message is just this, that for folly, there is a way out. For stupidity, there is a way out. For moments of anger and insensitivity, there is a way out. For blindness, there is a way out. Blindness of not just vision, emotion and thought and action, there is a way out. But for the kind of rage, for the kind of evil intention that he constantly displays, though there are moments where he comes out as a generous human being, he's a great friend. He seeks friendship everywhere. Whoever was friendly to him, loyal to him, he took care of them really well, better than the Pandavas in that aspect. But you need to understand this. People who are leaders in the world, people who are committed to creating well-being for people, usually are friendless. Great artists are friendless, geniuses are friendless, scientists are friendless, but the worst of the criminals have the best of friends, always. Crime thrives in friendship. You will see there is a thing, thick as thieves, okay? Because to commit crime, you need support. If you don't have loyalty of give and take, there will be no crime. It is very rare a few criminals have come who are alone by themselves. These are a kind of geniuses in their own right. Yes, because their names have been etched in people's memory and in history books. So in their own way, they are kind of geniuses. But otherwise, friendship is a very, very essential quality if you want to be in crime. If you don't have loyal friends, you will not succeed in crime. So, Vyasa does not allow that privilege. He does not give him an excuse of, I am like this because of that. There is no such excuse for him. I'm sorry for the Duryodhana fans. There's nothing wrong, you can even love a beast. Nothing wrong, as long as you are protected from him. As long as he's caged or he's far away, a beast is romantic. Tiger, tiger, burning bright. You heard that? What a beautiful poem. That's because you saw the tiger in a cage in a zoo, or in the safety of a safari van, or you never saw one, you just read the poem. But if the tiger walks down here, I don't think there's anybody here who will sing Tiger, Tiger, burning bright. So, from a distance, Duryodhana has more allure than people who are trying to work with a missionary zeal to create dharma. There is more allure to Duryodhana than anybody else from a distance. But if you ever happen to come in close contact without being his loyal friend, you will be sorry and super sorry. An incident happens where Krishna is a guest in Duryodhana's palace. Bhanumati, a young, beautiful, fragile girl who is married to Duryodhana, has no clue of the complexity of who he is. A princess married to a prince, she has no idea of who this man is. But as a young girl is trained in those days to simply love her husband, irrespective of who he is, she desperately longs for his love and attention. But she's ravished in many ways, but not loved. And a certain night, when Duryodhana throws a party, it's a wild, wild party. So people are intoxicated and stoned, and wild orgies were allowed in his palace. When Bhishma comes to know, he will cry. Never before in the house of Kuru such sacrileges happened that things have turned so wild, everything has become animalistic because of this one man. And Bhanumati, because lack of attention from her husband, she gets drunk and she's all over the place. And Krishna sees this, enters through the people when she's just in the danger of falling into various kinds of situations. He picks her up in his hands, takes the risk of carrying her, where she's almost half naked. He carries her back to her chambers and puts her back and looks at her, the fragile creature that she is. He just… teardrops come out of his eyes and he says, such a fragile, wonderful creature in the hands of Duryodhana, he imagines and he cries.